Dude, I was a little bit worried about Brock Purdy if he was actually going to be ready for week 1. He put that to bed. Like, he looked awesome on that drive. I feel pretty good about it. Another takeaway. Should I be worried about Jake Moody? Like, dude, what is going on? He completely missed the net when he missed that extra point. Again, he redeemed himself by hitting the game winner, but it is a game winner in preseason. If you can't be consistent, especially as a kicker, when we know we had Robbie Gold just kind of sitting there in free agency, you kind of got to think about it. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I'm growing a little bit concerned with Moody. I mean, I was high on him when we drafted him.
Yeah.
I thought it was a solid pick because I'm thinking, best kicker in the draft. Let's just go for it. But now he just looks shook. I don't know what's wrong with him. If it's just he has the what do you call it, the yips
The
really
yips.
bad, or if he's just not the guy. You don't have that mind state for the NFL. But it is preseason. I don't think we're gonna cut him because we spent that draft capital on him. So he's gonna have to ride it out. And there's multiple kickers out there if we do need to make a move halfway through the season. So we'll see with that. My main takeaways are we weren't sure we had a quarterback, but I think we have three quarterbacks right now who are looking pretty decent. Sam Darnold, I think, continued to impress. He looks just like a solid quarterback, and I'm a Brock Purdy guy, but I'm kind of interested to see like what if Sam Darnold was the guy and he could kind of take over the Shanahan offense. But I mean, you can tell from Brock right out the gate, he looks like he picked up right where he left off. He looks like he's going to be amazing. So I mean, solid return for him. I think he's ready for week 1.
Yeah. And another guy that I was like, oh, okay, was Ronnie Bell. And so, like, I like what they're doing with Ronnie Bell. There are rookie mistakes, and I see that Shanahan is kind of letting him play it out. So in 2 games, he's had 2 interceptions off of his hands. Can't have that shit. But when he gets the ball in his, like, every quarterback seems to have a repertoire with him, and they feel pretty comfortable with it. And so I could very easily see him having a role on this offense if he keeps playing like this in the next game. So I liked what I saw from Ronnie Bell on that front.
I'm so torn on Ronnie Bell, man, because first game I'm like, let's not put him back there in the return game, and then he has the drop pass that goes into a pick, but he made some great catches, and then this game has the again off his hands to an interception. Looks better in the return game. He looks like he's playing a Debo style of football out there. So I don't know. I think it's just the thing of he's a raw prospect. We're gonna need him, I think, on the roster because of the injuries to the other guys. So Ray, Danny Gray now, and if he did turn into someone for us, I mean, looking down the road, Ayuk's contract's looking pretty big coming up here. So don't want to speak too soon on it, but you do want to start looking at who could be the next guy if we just can't afford that one of our star receivers.
Yeah, man. I think he is going to take that Ray spot. Maybe not as a returner because he does kind of have that, inconsistency there. But in the pass game, once you get the ball in his hands, he is a playmaker, and he has shown that. It's just shoring up those rookie mistakes that I think is going to be the real kicker for him if Kyle Shanahan is going to trust that. And we've seen they don't really play rookies. Like, you know what I mean? That's just not something that they feel comfortable with. So if he were to, then I believe that Ronnie Bell would be a special guy,
Yeah. And I mean, we got the win at the end of the day. Do you want to talk about